I've seen this place grow in 45 years. You know, it's been a lot of changes, especially within the last, I'd say, 15 years. You know, it's like you're in high gear now. You know, you're just starting to travel real fast, and I see that within the next 5 years, it's going to even double.
Within the first 100 years of Keyenta, the centennial, there has been a major change in this area as far as development goes. We have just, tipped a small part of the iceberg. Economic development is a must for us in Keyenta. In May of this year, I got our land use planning certified. It gives you a tremendous feeling to know that you've accomplished something.
It used to be just one building trading post, and you stop there, and you gas up, and you go on your way. The store was the gathering place or the social place where people greet each other and catch up on what's going on with them.
My great-grandparents, John and Louisa Wetherill, left a large collection of photographs from here when the Wetherells first moved here and operated out of tents. The trading post. Their trading post and guest house became a jumping off point for people who wanted to go out, see what the wild country was like. Also in 1913, Teddy Roosevelt came out. He wanted my great-grandfather to take him to Rainbow Bridge also. This was after he had been president, so it was pretty notable to have somebody like that come and stay here.
Later on, movie makers came in and made some movies in Monument Valley, and the tourists really began to come in.
Photographers like Joseph Much saw these photos of this area when they decided to come out here and do the film Stagecoach with John Wayne. Our idea to this, and we hope that we're doing it right and feel that we had something to do with, our guests from all over the world coming in here, talking about the different films that have been made with stars like John Wayne and Henry Fonda and Richard Widmark and Charles Bronson. And over the years, we've had all those people come out here. And
what makes Keyenta so unique and different from the other reservation chapters and community is that they're located probably in the most beautiful place on earth. You have close by beautiful Lake Powell, you have Monument Valley. Then over on the eastern side of the reservation, you have Canyon de Chelly. Those are the most beautiful place. Tourists from all over the world come to Navajo land to visit those areas, and that's what makes it different than all of the other communities.
Because of Keyenta's progressive nature, it's going to be, I think, one of the main centers of the reservation. But I remember years ago in the 60s, the big time was supposed to be Windaruk and Chinle. But I think Keyenta is going to hold its own.
Keyenta has produced a lot of cowboys, and a lot of them you remember the names of Stanley Young and Frank Charlie and those people, those individuals. They made rodeo here in Keyenta and made it to be what it was.
The young people, they're good, and I'm very good, and I'm happy that they're here. They are ours, and they grew in our hands, and they are here to be the future of Keyenta.
This town is made by some core families, if you will, and I thought about those, I remember the Bradleys, the Clarks, the Smiths, Saganese.
Names such as the Bradley was a very prominent name, and also the Smith was a prominent name, and also the Benalis and Malones. They all were early leaders in this area.
But they were leaders here since the 1920s, and they were good leaders, and they were very, very responsive to the need for a leader in the Keyenta area, and they were good.
But it really comes down to our grandpas and grandmas, you know. They're the ones who really have pushed us. And later on, we become grandpas and grandmas, and so we just have to keep going.
They walk into a room like this, you could feel it. And that's what I like to remember.
We should think in terms of, 20 years from now, 30, 40, 50 years, and those goals need to be set and say, well, in 50 years we will be doing this, and we'll have these things. I think it's a dream, and make that dream come true.